The Gamasutra job board is the most diverse, active and established board of its kind for the video game industry. Here is just one of the many positions being advertised right now. Location: Bellevue, Washington. Sucker Punch is looking for a narrative writer to help create engaging narrative content for our upcoming project, Ghost of Tsushima. Daily tasks will include story development, game dialogue, and general narrative contribution. The ideal candidate will have previous success as a game writer, outstanding dialogue skills, an excellent understanding of story and game structure, experience in a writer's room setting, and the passion to tell great stories in an open-world game. Responsibilities, requirements, places. This is a full-time contract position located on-site in Bellevue, WA. Interested? Apply now. Whether you are just starting out, looking for something new, or just seeing what's out there, the Gamasutra job board is the place where game developers move ahead in their careers. Gamasutra's job board is the most diverse, most active, and most established board of its kind in the video game industry, serving companies of all sizes, from indie to AAA. Looking for a new job? Get started here. Are you a recruiter looking for talent? Post jobs here. Steamer Harry Brewis, a K.A.H. Bomber guy, has raised over $340,000 for United Kingdom trans charity Mermaids by hosting a star-studded Donkey Kong 64 marathon. Mermaids works to raise awareness about gender nonconformity in children and teens, and is actively campaigning for the recognition of gender dysphoria in young people. The organization's wider goal is to relieve the mental and emotional stress of those struggling with gender identity issues by supporting them and their families, raising awareness among the public, and campaigning for more professional support. Despite doing vitally important work, the charity was recently targeted by writer Graham Moynihan for Father Ted and the It Crowd, has been campaigning for a group's national lottery funding to be pulled. Brewis started his stream in response to Moynihan's cynical efforts, and although he only initially hoped to raise around $500, the event quickly snowballed. Indeed, supporters from the games industry and beyond rallied around Brewis, who was assisted by a number of familiar faces including Donkey Kong and Banjo-Kazooie composer Grant Kirkhope, U.S. Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and Doom co-creator John Romero, helping the dedicated streamer obliterate his initial target. The entire event lasted for almost 60 hours, and ultimately succeeded in turning Moynihan's toxic campaign against mermaids into a massive win for the charity and those it supports. You can find the full stream over on Brewis' Twitch channel, and those of you still keen to help out can donate to mermaids via the charity's official website. Apparently today is Pound Kid Blue Monday, the saddest day of the year. This weekend one guy raised over $340,000 for mermaids by playing Donkey Kong Online and uniting the world behind trans kids and the trans community. Thanks to Ed Bomber Guy. This Monday is awesome. Mermaids Monday Peak. Twitter.com QFATMQ. Doku1. Netflix released Bandersnatch, its special Choose Your Own Adventure episode of Black Mirror a few weeks ago, and it has recently come to light that the interactive experience, WASLOBCLY, inspired by an actual video game of the same name. Chris Scullion of Tired Old Hack wrote up the rise and fall behind Bandersnatch, beginning by introducing the Liverpool-based development studio behind the endeavor, Imagine Software, comprised of Mark Butler, David Lawson, and Eugene Evans. The trio quickly gained a reputation for making quality games, including Arcadia, Zoom and Alchemist. Their success fostered the drive to create something bigger. So in early 1984, Imagine began placing teaser advertisements in magazines like KCVG, Crash, and Sinclair User for Cholo games. The first one, Titlaps Eclipse, was being developed for the Commodore 64. The second game, Bandersnatch, was slated to be released for the ZX Spectrum. Scullion writes how the series of As became stranger and stranger over time, with its phrasing in an attempt to get players excited for the release. But they eventually died down to nothing but subtle ads showing logos. According to Scullion, readers still had no idea what kind of game to expect once the momentum died down. What kind of game was Bandersnatch? It was supposed to be an adventure game set in a futuristic city made up of old buildings, where the player took control of a character named Val, the retired officer of the intergalactic police. Its central mechanic, which was considered revolutionary at the time, would have players interacting with its various residents using the speech bubble system. According to Scullion, these thoughts would appear in bubbles and players could carry them out by pressing the fire button. However, a concept this detailed was going to be hard to fit onto the ZX Spectrum, especially since a Bandersnatch was considered a metagame. Games that would not usually be possible on the computers they were designed for. This was just one of the many issues which caused a downward spiral for Imagine, and the entire piece goes into more detail about the cancellation of Bandersnatch, so be sure to read it here. It's well worth it. More game industry workers may lose their jobs as this week, as Kotaku reports that employees argued wars to death and net were warned today to expect big layoffs. The report is based on a source at the company trusted by Kotaku, and it's not hard to believe given the recent waves of layoffs that have battered the game industry. Just last week an estimated 800 people were cut loose from Activision Blizzard, even as the company reported historic earnings. Where we are is not sustainable, and is not going to set us up for future success, reads an excerpt of an email obtained by Kotaku that Nesoft, Antnet's parent company, CEO Song Yun, reportedly sent to employees today. The restructuring, cost-cutting, and strategic realignments are all being done to secure our tomorrow, and to provide the foundation that will allow us to grow and acquire. Part of this restructuring effort will reportedly see Nesoft and Antnet's publishing divisions merge, though in another excerpt of said email Yun writes that the company plans to cut costs across the organization. As Kotaku points out, Nesoft has been cutting back for some time. Last year it shut down struggling with startup Carbine Studios, and this year it laid off staff at its noble Dead Iron Tiger Studios. Gamasutra has reached out to Antnet representatives for further details on what's going on. If you or someone you know is being affected by this, using ANCONTACTGAMASUTRATO, tell your story in confidence. In this DD 2018 talk, Mimimi Productions, Moritz Wagner, goes over the design challenges here, and his team faced creating Shadow Tactics, and gives a detailed overview of the game's production. Wagner discussed how the team designed the characters and levels for Shadow Tactics and explained what their goals were for the story, and how they tried to piece the whole game out. It was an insightful talk that's definitely still worth watching, so developers should not miss the opportunity to do so now that it's freely available on the official GD YouTube channel. In addition to this presentation, THEGDC Vault and its accompanying YouTube channel offers numerous other free videos, audio recordings, and slides from many of the recent game developers conference events. And the service offers even more members-only content for DD Vault subscribers. Those who purchased all access passes to recent events, like DD Vault, already have full access to DD Vault, and interested parties can apply for the individual subscription via the DD Vault subscription page. Group subscriptions are also available. Game-related schools and development studios who sign up for DD Vault Studio subscriptions can receive access for their entire office or company by contacting staff via the THEGDC Vault group subscription page. Finally,